The problem of passivity. There comes a moment, in the silence of our own thoughts, when we ask ourselves the question, is this all there is? A moment where the weight of routine, the monotony of repetition, and the absence of true direction press against us, like an invisible force, holding us back, keeping us in place. This is the problem of passivity. Look around. Observe the world. You will see faces, hundreds, thousands, millions of them, moving through life, yet lifeless. Engaged, yet empty. Their bodies present, but their minds absent. They wake. They work. They sleep. They wake. They work. They sleep. Again. And again. Until days turn into months. Until months become years. Until one day, they stop. And ask themselves, where did all the time go? Many live as if they are waiting. But waiting for what? A sign. A moment. Permission. But time is not waiting for them. It moves, relentlessly, mercilessly, ticking away, while they remain stuck. Unfulfilled. Uninspired. They feel it. A hollow ache deep within. A sensation that something is missing. A quiet frustration gnawing at the edges of their existence. It is not loud, but persistent. Like a whisper in the night, reminding them of a truth they dare not face. They are lost. This feeling, this emptiness, this discontent, is the price of a life lived without purpose. And it is more common than we think. Pause. But why does this happen? The world teaches us to survive, not to live. It conditions us to follow the script written by others, never questioning, never deviating. Go to school. Get a job. Pay the bills. Retire. But is that all there is? What if life is meant to be more? What if there is something greater waiting beyond the veil of routine? What if the key to unlocking fulfillment lies within us all along? And what if the answer is passion? Passion. A word often spoken, but seldom understood. What is passion? Is it a fleeting feeling? A temporary excitement? A luxury that only a few can afford? Or is it something more? Look at those who thrive. The ones who radiate energy, who move with certainty, who seem to breathe life itself. What do they have that others don't? The answer is passion. Passion is fire. It is movement. It is the relentless force that turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. It is the energy that wakes you up before the alarm, the drive that keeps you working long after exhaustion has set in, the force that makes challenges seem like opportunities rather than obstacles. Passion is what transforms effort into excellence. Without it, work becomes labor. Dreams remain distant. And life feels like a slow, endless march toward an invisible finish line. But with it, with passion, life takes on new meaning. With passion, even the hardest struggles become stepping stones. With passion, a person is unstoppable. And yet, so many live without it. Why? Because somewhere along the way, they stopped searching for it. They were told to be realistic. They were warned to be practical. They were advised to follow the safe path rather than the fulfilling one. But passion is not found in comfort. It is not discovered in safety. It is unearthed in the depths of our most authentic desires, waiting for us to reclaim it. Identifying your passion. So the question remains, how do you find it? How do you break free from passivity and step into the life you were meant to live? First, you must look inward. Ask yourself, when was the last time you felt truly alive? Not just happy. Not just entertained. But alive. What were you doing? What made you lose track of time? What set your soul on fire? It could be hidden in your past, buried beneath years of obligations, responsibilities, and societal expectations. Maybe it was something you once loved but abandoned. A childhood passion. A long-forgotten dream. Or maybe it is something you have yet to discover. To find your passion, you must be willing to search, to explore, to experiment. Try new things. Step beyond the familiar. Take risks. Passion does not always appear as an instant revelation. Sometimes it is uncovered slowly, piece by piece, experience by experience. But it is always there, waiting. And when you find it, you will know. Because for the first time, everything will make sense. For the first time, you will feel purpose calling your name. And all that remains is to answer, turning your passion into action. But passion alone is not enough. It must be nurtured, developed, transformed into something real. Take that passion and turn it into a project, a hobby, an experiment. See where it leads. Test it. Explore it. Allow it to grow. You do not need to have all the answers. You only need to begin. Seek out those who have walked the path before you. Find mentors. Join communities. Immerse yourself in the world of those who share your passion. Because passion thrives in connection, in learning, in pushing forward even when the destination is unclear. And above all, take risks. Step into the unknown. Challenge yourself. Because growth does not happen in comfort. It happens in the space between uncertainty and action. Set goals. Not vague dreams, but concrete, realistic steps. Break them down. Make them small enough to conquer, yet significant enough to matter. Do not fear failure. Every setback is a lesson, every misstep a teacher. And as you walk this path, embrace the journey. Savor each step. Celebrate progress. Because purpose is not found in reaching the destination, but in the courage to begin the journey in the first place. But even with passion, challenges will come. Embrace them. Because within every obstacle, there is an opportunity. Life is not without struggle. Challenges arise like towering waves, threatening to pull us under, testing our resolve, our patience, our will to keep moving forward. But what if, instead of resisting, instead of shrinking in fear, we embraced the challenge? What if we understood that these very obstacles, the ones we dread, the ones that shake us to our core, are the catalysts for transformation? The truth is, they are. Embrace the challenge. The greatest mistake we can make is seeing challenges as burdens rather than stepping stones. Look at history. Look at those who have changed the world, those who have risen above limitations, those who have shattered expectations. Their stories are not without hardship. In fact, their challenges were the very fuel that propelled them forward. There is power in struggle, power in adversity. The question is, how will you use it? The mindset shift. Most people see difficulty and stop. They retreat, believing that hardship is a sign to turn back. But those who rise, those who thrive, they see difficulty, and they lean in. They understand that within every challenge lies an opportunity to grow, to adapt, to refine themselves into something greater than before. This is the power of reframing. It is the shift in perspective that separates those who surrender from those who overcome. Examples of reframing. Consider the artist who was once told they had no talent, who faced rejection after rejection, until they used that pain to refine their craft, until their work became undeniable. Consider the entrepreneur who lost everything, who stood at the edge of failure, only to rebuild something even greater from the lessons learned. Consider the individual who faced heartbreak, loss, despair, who, instead of allowing it to break them, allowed it to shape them, to give them clarity, to make them stronger than ever before. This is not just a theory. This is reality. And it can be your reality too. Identifying the opportunity. But how? How do we train ourselves to see the silver lining when all we feel is struggle? First, analyze the challenge. Look at it not as an enemy, but as a teacher. What is it trying to show you? What is it revealing about your weaknesses, your strengths, your fears? Every challenge holds a lesson, if we are willing to look closely enough. Seek out the hidden potential. Within adversity, there is potential. A lesson that makes you wiser. A skill that makes you stronger. A realization that shifts your path toward something better. But you must be willing to search for it. Because opportunity does not always present itself in clear, comfortable ways. It often hides beneath struggle, waiting for those who are persistent enough to uncover it. Develop a growth mindset. And to uncover it, you must believe it is there. A growth mindset is not about blind optimism. It is about understanding that every difficulty carries the seed of transformation. That you are not static, that you are capable of learning, adapting, and evolving beyond your current circumstances. Your mind is your most powerful tool. Train it to see possibility where others see dead ends. And when you do, no challenge will ever hold you back again. Developing a strategy. Reframing is not just about mindset. It is about action. A challenge, when broken down, is not as overwhelming as it first appears. Take it apart, piece by piece. Identify what is within your control, and take the first step toward change. Harness your strengths. No challenge exists in a vacuum. You have strengths, skills, and past experiences that can be used to overcome it. Find them. Use them. Let them guide you forward. And always seek support and resources. You are not meant to do this alone. Seek mentors, guides, and communities that can provide insight, wisdom, and encouragement. Surround yourself with those who push you forward, not those who hold you back. Transformation is built on action. Set clear, tangible goals. Define what success looks like. And then, move. Try. Fail. Learn. Adapt. Experimentation is the path to mastery. No one succeeds without first embracing the process of trial and error. And as you walk this path, celebrate progress. Even the smallest step forward is movement toward something greater. Beyond the challenge. The moment you overcome what once seemed impossible, you will realize something profound. You are not the same person you were before. You are stronger, wiser, more resilient. Challenges are not just obstacles. They are opportunities to become the person you were meant to be. A catalyst for change. And this is how transformation begins. Not in the absence of struggle, but because of it. And when you have conquered your own challenges, you will have something invaluable. A story, a lesson, a fire that can ignite others. Because your journey is not just for you. It is for those who come after. So share your story. Inspire those still trapped in fear, in doubt, in hesitation. Because if you can do it, so can they. And together, we rise. The power of belief. There is a force that determines how far we go in life, how much we achieve, and how resilient we become in the face of adversity. That force is belief. Every great success story begins with belief. Belief in a vision, belief in an idea, belief in oneself. But what happens when doubt creeps in? When the voice in your head whispers, "You're not good enough, you'll never make it, you don't have what it takes"? For many, that voice is enough to halt progress, to dim ambition, to silence dreams before they even have a chance to grow. But for those who rise, those who push forward, belief is not a passive hope, it is a deliberate choice. Confidence is not something you are simply born with. It is built, brick by brick, through self-awareness and intentional action. Know yourself. Understand your strengths, your weaknesses, your values. What do you stand for? What drives you? When your actions align with your values, confidence begins to take root. Set realistic goals, not to limit yourself, but to create stepping stones toward something greater. And as you take each step, celebrate your progress. Recognize how far you've come. Each small victory builds the foundation for something unshakable. Conquering fear and doubt. Fear is a thief. It robs people of opportunities, of growth, of the chance to live fully. And yet, fear itself has no power, only the power you give it. The key to conquering fear is understanding it. Break it down. What are you afraid of? Failure, rejection, judgment. Now ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? And if that happened, could you recover? More often than not, the answer is yes. Fear loses its grip when you reframe it, not as a barrier, but as a guide. It signals where growth is possible. It shows you the path you must take. Challenge the doubts that try to hold you back. Replace negative self-talk with affirmations of truth. Visualize success. See yourself thriving, pushing forward, achieving what once seemed impossible. Because if you can see it, you can create it. Confidence is not just about how you feel, it's also about how you express yourself. Communication is power. The way you speak, the way you listen, the way you carry yourself, all of it shapes the way the world perceives you, and more importantly, the way you perceive yourself. Speak with clarity. Practice assertiveness. Learn to listen deeply, not just to respond, but to understand. And remember, nonverbal communication speaks louder than words. Your posture, your eye contact, your energy, all of it matters. Carry yourself with confidence, and soon you will feel it too. Cultivating resilience. The path to confidence is not a straight line. There will be setbacks. There will be failures. But setbacks do not define you, your response to them does. Resilience is the ability to rise after a fall, to keep moving forward even when the road is unclear. Manage stress. Practice mindfulness. Train your mind to stay grounded in the present, to silence the noise of self-doubt, to embrace the process instead of fearing the outcome. Surround yourself with those who believe in you, who uplift you, who remind you of your strength when you forget. And most importantly, believe in yourself. Now, it's time. Time to stop waiting. Time to stop doubting. Time to take that first step toward the life you were meant to live. Discover your purpose. No more hesitating. No more overthinking. The moment is now. Believe in your abilities. Trust your journey. Build unwavering confidence, one step at a time. And as you move forward, remember, you are not alone. There is a world of opportunity waiting for those who dare to believe. If this message resonated with you, if you are ready to take control of your confidence, your growth, and your purpose, then make the decision today. Start small. Take action. Share your journey. And inspire others to do the same. And if you found value in this, don't forget to subscribe. Join this community of growth, empowerment, and transformation. Because your story is just beginning.